Rosie the Rainbow Caterpillar. This is Rosie, her leaf, and her little world. Rosie loved crawling through the leafy maze, playing in puddles on sunny, bright days. She wiggled and giggled, never in a rush, chasing bees and bugs through flowers and brush. But one day, her friends gathered tight and whispered of something that gave her a fright. Change. "We're turning to butterflies," her friend Pip said happily. Rosie blinked twice. She wasn't prepared. In fact, she felt a little worried and a little scared. Wings? Flying? Leaving the ground? Rosie frowned deeply and curled up round. "I like who I am. I don't want to grow. What if I fall? What if I don't know?" One by one, her friends spun soft, silky thread and curled in their cocoons, each making a bed. Rosie just watched with her heart beating fast. She wasn't ready to change, not yet, not last. So Rosie built a small, leafy tent, and into the shadows quietly she went. She closed herself in, feeling worried and blue. "I'm just not like them. What if I can't too?" Then fluttering softly on shimmering wings came Pip the butterfly, glowing like spring. She whispered, "Dear Rosie, I was scared too, but look what can happen when you push through." Rosie peeked out and thought for a while, then slowly, slowly gave a small smile. "Maybe I can, maybe I'll try. Maybe it's time I reach for the sky. Maybe, just maybe, it was time to be brave." And while the stars twinkled, she wrapped herself up in a blanket so neat and drifted to sleep with a fluttering beat. The garden was quiet, the moon climbed high, while Rosie dreamed softly under the sky. The next morning came with golden sun, glowed very bright. Rosie stretched wide like waking from dreams. Out came her big wings, so sparkly and bright, a rainbow of colors. What a magical sight! Out came Rosie, not just a butterfly, but a rainbow butterfly. She flapped and she flew, soaring up high, waving to ladybugs down low up in the sky. She laughed as she twirled, her heart full of cheer. "Why was I ever so full of fear?" She flew higher than she ever dreamed, and it felt like magic. And so little Rosie learned something true, that change might be scary, but it's part of you too. When you're brave and try something new, you'll find your own colors shining right through. Sometimes change feels scary, but it can turn into something wonderful.